Welcome
to
Come Talk.
What are we on now? Episode 4.
Is it episode 4 already?
Yeah. We eventually, I think, going to start losing track of how many episodes.
We're going to have to actually write it down.
Like every Sunday, we do episode.
That's it. And we just go from there, man.
We're going to have a separate Come Talk diary instead of our normal work diary.
I agree. I think a Come Talk diary. So we can jot down what people want to talk about and what we want to talk about.
Yeah, and we've got to get some hosts on here.
I agree.
Yeah.
We've got to get some people on here. We do have a few people in mind.
But yeah, we've obviously got to put our little feelers out and be like, yeah, motherfucker.
That's it. We don't want to disrupt the daily lives.
Yeah, but we'll plan it on a weekend.
That's it.
Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, they got to come on here and like understand you're going to talk about everything.
Anything.
So if you don't want to do that, best not join.
That's it. If there's any issues or boyfriend issues or husband-wife issues or anything like it, or work as well.
What is the one excuse you had not to shoot? Oh no, it's too cold.
It's too cold. I'm sick.
I'm sick, yeah.
Um,
Last minute rescheduling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I don't have petrol, money. My car's broken down. My boyfriend or my husband is fighting with me. I've heard him all.
Okay, so yeah, we do not want drama if you're going to come and chat on the show. Definitely not. Okay, so let's see. We're going to discuss 2 different topics today.
Yeah.
Let's see. Strangest thing you've been asked to do or custom request you've received.
Custom request.
Because now obviously you've been doing photography for a very long time. You've worked with many different types of models, male and female.
That's correct.
So let's see, what weird things have you been asked?
So one popped into my mind just now recently. So one was to shoot them in an intimate. They all come out with this like, no, we want a sexy couple shoot.
Yeah.
And then I asked, well, what kind of couple shoot? Send me some photos so that I can get an idea.
Because there's so many different types of couple shoots that you can do.
100%. You can go to the park and we can shoot a couple shoot.
Yeah, you can do a couple shoot with your kid even.
Yeah, she can jump on your shoulders and that's a couple shoot. She can give you a hug and that's a couple
my word, I'm thinking about this Hillbilly movie where they did those weird marriage photos and that. Oh my word, I will find that movie. She's got a mullet. She's the Australian, I think she's the Australian comedian.
I saw that one. It's hysterical. That's hysterical. But anyway, so yeah, then they come out. They want a couple shoot, and I'm like, yeah, what kind of couple shoot you looking for? Send me some photos. Give me some ideas, man.
No, because I mean, you need ideas.
That's it. Send me photos so that I know what's in your head. What you thinking?
Yeah, like you can't smell or like, okay, I can kind of.
You're good with that.
I'm good with some H2O. Gotta stay hydrated.
So like, did you see something in a magazine? Did you watch a movie or something like that? Show me the idea.
Did you see a friend that did something similar?
That's it. And then I know, no, it's got to be like sexy couple shoot. And I'm like,
okay, well, the word sexy is very wide.
And then eventually, I don't know why you just don't send me a photo from the start. Eventually it gets down. No, I want you to get me coming. I want you to get a cum shot with a cum spraying on my girlfriend's face or the wife's face.
Oh my word! Okay, that's like performance anxiety on another level.
So that's almost like a porn shot.
Yeah, that's like a cum shot porn shot.
So I gotta literally watch you fuck.
Yeah, and pray that you actually get it up and can get to that point of
blow your bolt.
And
now I gotta stay there the whole time and watch this fuck session going on, and then wait for the cum shot, kind of thing. What else are they expecting me to do, T? If you think about it.
Yeah, no.
And then I'm going to shoot them. Hey?
And now stay there, watch this whole thing, and get the shots.
That's what they wanted from me. So I slapped them with like, yeah, cool, I can do it for you. No problem.
Obviously with the right price.
That's it. 20K cash.
Yeah.
And then I never hear from them again. I mean, like, what's 20K?
Yeah,
these days.
You want a shot like that.
Yeah, I must watch you fuck. I must film most of it and then like take photos of the cum shot and video of the cum shot. Like, what happens if cum gets on my fucking camera?
Exactly.
Like on the lens, it like shoots everywhere.
Yeah, because the whole thing is you've set something up.
Yeah.
They come into your space.
That's it.
you've got to watch this. You are a professional
Yeah.
photographer.
What happens if he
and
comes and it lands on me? I'm gonna clean that shit up, eh?
trust me, you do not want come in your eye.
You see? So I think 20 grand is like
That's
freaking-
like entry
Mickey
level
Mouse,
store.
man.
Yeah, that's like entry level.
Mickey Mouse
store.
cash. So anyway, that was one.
Okay.
That was one, and then the other one. I'm just trying to think. I had it on the tip of my tongue earlier on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then it just shot. So now let's jump to you.
Okay.
Then we'll come back to me.
Okay. Okay, so obviously I've been doing this now for, geez, like I started OnlyFans before only people knew what OnlyFans was. So it's been an interesting ride. But Twitter was the one platform where people used to ask me really strange stuff.
Yeah.
Can't remember some of the ones that were on Twitter, but then it got to
Twitter
OnlyFans. Yeah. They wanted one of my used tampons.
Used tampon.
Yes. So I need to headline up now. When it is Shark Week, I call it Shark Week. I gotta wear a tampon. Okay. And like I wear the big tampon, so you get like,
Big tampon, big pussy, or just big tampon for more
big
flow?
tampon for more, like, you know, it can take a lot more because you get 3 different sizes. Like the smallest one is like that big, the size of my pinky. It's like this tiny little thing.
Yeah. What does that just mean? Does that mean it
it's
just
like
takes a
the
little
flow.
bit?
It's like, yeah, it's a flow, and you're gonna probably half an hour later you're gonna just have to change that.
Because I'm asking because
No.
so the tampon size doesn't mean like a small one's for small.
No.
A JJ.
No, because it can stretch. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
It's gonna
So
stretch around that tampon because it's also like semi-acting as a plug, so it doesn't like, you know, sploosh everywhere. I call it having a crime scene in my pants.
A plug. Oh my gosh, that's
so you get a
hysterical.
small plug, medium plug, large plug.
Yeah. Okay.
So I wear like a large one, so it's like that, and it's only about that thick.
Yeah.
But then it can expand to like about that.
And he
Yeah,
or she wanted that.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm assuming it was a guy because, okay, if you're a chick and you want my used tampon, that's going to be a bit strange, but I don't mind. But that was one of the weirdest requests that I got. And then, same thing, you hit them with the price tag. Obviously, this includes, I've got to ship it to you.
Okay.
Now, take into mind, this is a used tampon.
You got to put it in the medical bag.
Yeah, I got to put it in a medical bag. I got to ship it to you. That thing, if you're not far, that thing's going to be a bit ripe when it gets to you.
Maybe he's gonna. Hey.
I know.
Or you got to stick it up his asshole.
He might stick it up his asshole. He might want to smell it. He might want to lick it.
Or she wants to stick it up her vagina.
They might want to, you know, preserve it in a jar. I don't know. But yeah,
that is crazy.
that was number one.
Hey.
That was like top of the list of very, very random.
Yeah.
Has yours surfaced again? Can you remember what yours was? Your second one?
My second one. I'm just trying to think now because you caught me off guard. I'm laughing so much at the tampon and the sizes.
Oh, yeah, no, small, medium, large tampons.
And then, what did I? Oh, yes. So I had this other guy. Mm-hmm. You know his name.
Okay.
He came around to the shop just yesterday.
Right.
And I did a regas. He works on trucks.
Yes.
And he wanted a photo shoot, but he wanted Fiona in the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
oh my word.
That's it. And he wanted like him holding her and stuff like that. That was also a very strange request.
Yeah, because yes, he was a beautiful model and everything, and you know all kinds of requests
correct. She
came
was
in.
Stunning woman.
Yeah.
Well,
so it was obviously very strange, but at the same time a bit of a turn on in the sense of okay, you get to see her in that intimate way, but not him exactly.
It was. I don't mind looking at naked guys. I mean, that doesn't bother me in the least. They got kind of quite intimate. There was nothing sexual or anything.
No, but they created the vibe, obviously.
Yes. So that was probably the craziest, weirdest two things I've ever experienced in the photography.
What was, let's say, what was his unit like?
His unit was okay. It wasn't snipped or anything.
Okay.
So he had a little bit of a.
He had a helmet.
He had like some skin hanging there.
Okay.
And what was crazy was he had put ball bearings. They put those studs inside, like you put studs under your arms or your
Yes,
skin.
yeah, underneath the skin. It's
Yes,
like dermal
modifications.
Yeah, dermal modifications, like under the.
That's it. So you had about I don't know. I think it was about 10. I couldn't count because you got to look like under.
Right up there, yeah.
Well, you got to look under the deck
Yeah,
and on the
like from the balls.
I think it was about 10 balls bearings. Yeah, on his side, his dick kind of looked like a lunch ball.
A lunch bar. Oh my
Nah.
gosh, okay. It's like you get pictures
Yeah.
in your brain.
That's it.
Okay.
That was it. So that was quite interesting. And he literally kind of like bragged about that and like, Nick, look at my dick, and I was
like, okay.
I never saw that before, so it was pretty interesting.
But
No lies.
it's also like, for instance, if you see a guy with like the Prince Albert piercing. Yes, that's what a dick piercing is called, the Prince Albert.
Yeah. I've
And
never seen that before either.
it's actually very alarming.
Yeah. So that was alarming. That's something I'll never forget.
Yeah, I know it's something that will always be there.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's like random moments. Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna. Oh my gosh! And we saw him at the he was at the shop yesterday.
That's it. Ran round for Econriga. So I had those visions still.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting. We have a lot of people come up to us at work, and then just when we're out.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Still today, when we were at the shopping thing, the guy came up and said,
the
"You the TikTok guys."
We were at the hardware store busy shopping for some stuff. And he comes up with his family.
Yeah, the TikTok people.
Oh my gosh.
The radio people, and then we kind of
Yeah, we have to be all normal and like we're always ourselves.
That's it. Yeah. So there was the two. It wasn't even anything crazy, like wild.
And weirdest chats. Let's say if you've had a weird chat before.
Weirdest chat.
Yeah. Because everybody like.
Yeah.
Certain people, it's like, okay, you're talking, and over the years, whether you're married in a relationship, partnership, if somebody likes you as a fan, they'll try and like chat you up.
Yeah.
In many different ways.
Weirdest chats was like they asked me like what about OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Because I'm on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's new to OnlyFans in South Africa. So they asked me like, why are you on OnlyFans? Like, what do you do there?
Yeah, a lot of people think we just do like normal, like not like it's PG-13 stuff. We like do normal stuff. We don't do. They don't actually understand that it's pornography. Yes.
Yes, but not Pornhub pornography.
No,
it's our style.
Yeah. As for every creator that's on there, there's less responsibility in that sense of you don't have this.
Yeah, exactly. So I think those are some of the weirdest chats that I've had is to explain like what we do. I find it very sexy in a way.
Yeah, it has to be. I
find it extreme. It's a turn on for me, like a massive turn on to talk about like what we do on OnlyFans. Seriously, and like I'm like wow.
Obviously, you get those. Okay, so let's go back to the topic of weirdest requests. The second weirdest one for me was they wanted my shit.
They wanted your.
They wanted me to shit in a jar and send it to them.
Okay. So you had to do like a number 2, a poo poo.
Yeah, in a jar, and then you've got to send it to them, and I'm like.
That's where you draw the line, is it?
Yeah.
Is that the line?
I drew the line at the tampon thing.
Yeah.
Because it's also the whole thing of like I don't mind doing it, but you as transparent as you are being with me, I'm going to request, okay, you need to pay, you need to give me the right details and that for delivery and that. Yeah. Otherwise I can't do it.
So let's say if someone was close. Let's say someone was
well, if my next door neighbor had to come and ask me to take a shit in a jar for so much, I'd say sure, but you're gonna give me that up front.
Money, yeah.
Or let's say
someone was in Pretoria, let's say, which isn't far from it's like 50 k's. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because that can be sent by an Uber.
But I mean, even those ones, even if it is very far, if you really want that, you're gonna, you're obviously gonna pay whatever you want, specifically if you want that person.
Okay. And then I remember, I think you had to do something with milk or water.
Oh yeah, okay. I had to.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was a custom request on what's that website? I have forgotten.
Fansly?
No, not Fansly. Uh, gosh, it's on another website.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
well,
one.
I'll find it. I'll put it in here. He requested me to put 1.5 liters water up my ass. Okay, so
Okay.
warm water. So I've got to get 1.5 liters up there. That's a
Okay.
lot of water in that sense,
Yeah,
tiny
because
human.
you're also tiny.
And then I had to do normal daily things with it. Okay, like try and keep it in as long as possible, and then sit over a big plastic bowl and have the camera like right there at the entrance of my ass, and let all of that out.
Okay, and you did it.
Yeah, I did it. Well,
And he paid.
He paid up front because that's
Yes,
the
I
whole thing.
remember.
They pay up front, and obviously, if a fan doesn't get what they requested, they're going to like say, "Well, this person has not, given me what I wanted. Please can I have a refund?"
Yeah.
So
There we go.
I did that one, but
That one was pretty cool though.
it was pretty cool. But it was like it's also there was no bullshit. He just like, okay, I want this, this, and this. There's the money. Cool. If you want any more after the video, so I did
Done
that
deal.
one. Oh.
Okay. 1.5 liters up your poop.
Yeah,
Shoot.
it's a lot. It's a lot because you like, the body starts like okay, normal
Gravity as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
A
gotta go
normal-
somewhere.
A normal douche is like I think it's about 250 moles at
Yeah,
most if you get
something like
everything in there.
Funny round. Bloop, bloop.
Yeah, no, gravity after a period of time, it's like, okay, because obviously now your body's trying to do its natural thing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, okay. But anyway, yeah, that was
Gotta
nice.
get it out of me.
Yeah, that was a cool customer request. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
There was no problems with that.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Okay, topic number 2.
Topic number 2.
This is gonna be an interesting one for a lot of people
Yeah.
of all ages. And
That's
all.
it.
We gotta leave our throats, sorry.
That's it.
Sex before marriage.
Sex before marriage.
Okay. You want to ask me first, or must I ask
Yeah,
you
like,
first?
what are your thoughts on sex before marriage? That's a simple question.
Well, mine went out the fucking window when I was 14, so
Yeah.
that
okay.
idea went straight out the window.
And mine was 50. Yeah. Okay.
But
Okay.
you must have sex before marriage.
Okay, so you are pro that.
Yes, I'm pro that.
Pro, go and experiment and go fuck around.
Yes, go and experience whether you're a guy, go and experience
Yeah.
some different chicks, different sizes, different pussies, one night stands, strings attached, no strings attached.
Okay, that's
Go
it.
experience it because I went through a hooligan phase. I'll call it my whole phase. And it was the no strings
Yeah.
attached. Oh, okay. We'll save the body count for another day.
Okay. Okay, because I was the opposite. I got married like literally just out of school,
And
and I had the kids
and
like
what-
literally then and there.
And now, if you think about it, what was it like for you?
Well, you can never go back.
No,
and you
no,
can
no,
never change
100%.
it. Yes.
No.
So today I'm grateful that I have kids, beautiful kids, 2 boys.
No,
You know what I'm saying? They've grown up to be amazing gentlemen. You've met them.
Yes.
They're great guys. So for that, I had my family. Now they're big. So in one way, it's cool to get married or have kids when you're young, because now I have my life now.
You get to live your life the way you want to now without
That's it.
having the
And
responsibility
I think they were the last one hit 21. Bodie was 21. What? 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And Liam was about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
You with me? So I was already in my 40s, and the
Yeah,
kids were at that age
they were
where
in
I
that
could go. Yeah. The only problem with that is I never got to fuck around. Yeah, I never got to fuck around and find out.
And that feeling was obviously there.
That's it. And have different girlfriends, let's say.
Yes,
or
like-
dating.
Yeah, experiment a bit. And,
Experiment.
because that was the
Yeah.
whole thing. It's literally just something that happens. Like, okay, for me, it was when I was a teenager.
There we go. Yeah.
And I can see if I didn't get that out at the time that I did, Houston would have a big problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, like Houston, we have a big problem. And
pussy on the loose.
it's not like it's gonna get closed off or anything. But now even when you want to experiment, I know what I want.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to have fun, and then okay, you're ready for having responsibility, relationship, all of that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy how life just works out for some people. Now I'm having fun. Now I'm with you, and we're having fun, and we're doing some crazy stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So,
like I said, he's like a teenager.
Yeah, it's just exactly.
You're like a teenager.
Yeah. It could have been the other way around. So, sex before marriage, I believe you definitely got to try. And I also think it might be a religious thing.
Yeah, no.
That was put into us by our parents.
Yeah.
To make us believe that we had to do it, because that's how it was for me. I think we've spoken about it.
Yeah.
It was installed in me as a youngster that was
the only way.
The only way.
The only way.
So we spoke about it just yesterday because we drove past that area.
Yes.
And I said to you,
I
was told that I have to get married now.
Yes.
And I'm going to be a father in that. So.
And it's a lot of, we have the people that say sex is not an important thing in a relationship.
It's very important. It is super important.
It is so important.
It is fucking super mega
because
important.
It is another way that we communicate with each other.
We have to talk about it openly.
No, if you can't talk about things,
we talk about tits, cock, ass, pussy,
yeah,
you name it, all day, every day.
Yeah, no, it's something that's a part of us because
we show it to each other. We talk about it, whether from all over the world.
Yeah, literally, you open my phone, it's worse than the guy's phone, and now our third phone is we call it the porn phone.
Oh my god! So that was I think different strokes for different folks. For the religious people and everything like that, and that makes you happy. Then that makes you happy. Then have sex after marriage if that's what you believe. You know what I'm saying?
If you feel you can fall in love with that person and love them and get to know them only after marriage, sure, that's okay. We're not saying don't do it, but if you have that feeling inside of you that you you haven't adventured in the sexual side of things, and you know you might be stuck in a situation of, there's a hot chick or there's a hot guy, I'd really like to,
But that's what happened with me in the marriage, I'll be honest, because I was married for 30 years, 3 decades. So there were times, I've told you about that too, that I saw other women, 1 or 2 worked next door to me.
Yes.
1 or 2 I'd met while shooting and stuff like that you find very attractive, but now you're married. You're also married for like 20 to 30 years of your life. You've never experimented. You find somebody attractive. So things can happen, and things did happen for me. So there were times where, I nearly fucked up my marriage, like 6 love, like seriously bad.
But it's also, it's the whole thing of there's this thing called natural law of attraction, and even bisexual people or gay people, I won't go too much into that, but there's always a level of attraction.
100%.
Always.
Man will always love women, women will always love man.
Yeah, look, we're very simple. We love the crazy stuff.
That's how simple it's gotta be.
Yeah, that's how simple it's gotta be. It's like, okay, I see this thing with 3 holes for a chick. No, 4 holes. You kept telling me that you saw.
I kept asking you, like, what's this thing with 4
holes? Okay, I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. My pee hole cannot fit anything in there. That is not a 4th hole. No. I don't know if that's maybe AI generated.
Let's just check. Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. Okay, that 1 foot there. All right.
It's definitely not going to fit.
And those 2?
No.
Okay.
No.
So 1, 2.
Yeah. The pee hole is nothing can fit up there.
But a man as well, it's only 1, 2.
No.
If you're that way inclined.
You're 1, 2. Yeah. Your pee hole does not count.
No.
Look, you get sex toys that go up there.
I've heard about those.
Yeah. It looks like a straw, but like out of stainless steel and things like that. Specifically,
the pee comes out that hole.
Yeah, You don't want to shove anything.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So there you go. That's it. Sex before marriage is yeah. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah, you have to, because you also it's also in the sense of you want to protect the person that you possibly in a relationship with, thinking about getting serious with. It's like, are you going to break their heart later on in life, or are you going to end up with a broken heart? Because it could be either way. And you don't want to sit back and think, fuck, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
That's it. And the town I came from, Springs, had the highest divorce rate in the country.
Look, I think it's actually
It's
still got that
on
record
top.
to this day.
Yeah. So that tells you like that most of those marriages just fucked out. How crazy is that?
And I'll bring up something interesting.
I don't know what the percentage rate was, but if we've got the highest divorce rate in the country, that tells you that those marriages never worked out.
And they like.
And I was one of them.
Okay, so I'll put it like from this perspective. My mother was one of those women that got married and then had sex.
Same town.
No boyfriend. Well, according to her, no boyfriends, no fiddling around or anything like that. Got married, had me, and for my dad, it was also. I think he did experiment with. I don't blame him. I'm like fucking glad you got to at least. But
yeah,
I think he eventually wanted to experiment a bit more.
Yeah.
And then my mother was like, no.
Yeah.
But then getting to the point of where I'm going with this, she ended up getting divorced.
Yeah, because she fooled around with
she
somebody else.
She was the one that had the affair in that sense. So there was playing point for her. She had that urge to fuck around. She couldn't resist.
And she did,
so it doesn't matter. It's like, people have that build up inside of them.
Exactly. That is crazy, eh?
Oh, even your dad.
My dad, same. My dad was the same. He's dead now, but he was the same. He got married and he fucked around.
Both are.
Then he got married again and he fucked around and then married again. I think he was on his 5th or 6th. I lost count. I totally lost count. He had so many women and so many girlfriends and so many marriages and kids everywhere.
Hey, but look, okay.
I had brothers and sisters all over the place.
Yeah, well, you don't even know somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, look, there's several like types of marriages and things today. They're married to more than one woman, more than one man. It's like, okay. So that's fine. He was just a very adventurous man.
Very adventurous.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got to talk about strangers requests. Okay, my boobs wanting to come out here.
Yes.
Yeah, that was so weird today. We're walking outside the hardware store. This lady calls Nick. Excuse me, can you just call that woman over there for me, please? I need to talk to that woman over there. I'm like, okay. Hi, ma'am. Oh, your bra's sticking out at the bottom. I said, no, that's fine. I like my bra sticking out.
Because it is kind of...
Yeah, but you see if I just raise my arms a bit. But I was wearing a bra, a beautiful black bra underneath. And she's like, no, your bra's sticking out. I was like, okay, that's fine.
She was just being nice.
No, I know she was being nice.
She was trying to,
Yeah,
but
sometimes...
she don't know your dress code.
And that's okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, so that's another episode with the two crazies here.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
We're all over the place, man.
The PG-18 links are also there. And then, we need some suggestions from you guys as to what we should talk about.
Yes.
Some daring stuff, please.
Yes.
Go balls to the wall.
That's it.
I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna put a questionnaire up on my story.
That's
because people go, you guys always ask me the most inappropriate things on Instagram. Like, please, I'm trying.
Seriously, on Insta, the worst.
Yes, like, as a public question, I can't answer those things on there. I'll get banned for life.
Jeez. That's great. I thought Twitter would have been the worst.
I haven't been in my Twitter DMs in a while. When I do go in there, you kind of get sucked in. It's like when you go into Instagram, you go into the spam section and the message requests. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah, man, stay tuned. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. See you soon. Take it easy. Shine on. Misbehave.
Yes. Holla holla.
How did you go?
Bye.